rational about it. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking. So, go on.
Hear ye! Hear ye! Queen Justinia executes 24 noblemen for insubordination!
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I'm you're safe among friends. Never forget.
Hello, missus.
The little boy looks at you. He picks his nose.
You be careful. My daddy's a magist. No, he's not. His daddy's a fisherman like most daddies round here.
They stare at you in disbelief. Then they...
You're weird. We're waiting for our friend. He went for a swim. He'll be back soon.
He went swimming all the way to Fort Happy.
Fort Joy?
That's what I said. Fort Joy. He's going to find his coup. How did you know that?
Mrs., have you seen our friend Joe?
Tell them the truth about Joe. They have to grow up sometime.
The truth hurts, but they'll get over it.
Kids are resilient. Tell them the truth.
The horror grows on their little faces.
No, that's a horrible thing to say. I bet it wasn't Joe. I bet it was someone else's leg in that icky...
She bursts into tears, then looks from you to her and back again. Then, after a moment, the crying subsides.
So where's Joe?
They look puzzled, but the little boy seems to accept the idea.
I think we should go home. Come on, Ben.
Bye-bye, Mr. Lady Missus.
They skip away, still children, but now, somehow...
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget.
On the double. You too, Julian. Show 'em how it's done, man.
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget.
Hackles raised, the dog barks at the sand.
There's something not right, and that's wrong. It's under the house thing there, not like this. This smells real.
Give up, sorcerer. Why? You're no better than a lizard.
It wasn't me who caused the void woken to come. I swear it.
Get her, Dallas. Get that sorcerer. sorcerer. Dallas, get her!
You're dead, Alexander. Alexander, you're dead. You have to stay dead until we say you're not dead anymore.
Here, missus. Alexander doesn't have to stay dead, does he? See? Told ya. Take that, sorcerer. Come on, Dallas.
Turtle Johnny puts an invisible sauce collar on Mary.
Take that, sorcerer. No more saucy sorcery. I hate this game.
I'm just another useless elf.
The little girl giggles and runs back to join her friends, eager to... For a moment, you watch the children play. Then...
I don't care if we tear this place apart plank by plank. We will find him.
You can't just charge in here and ransack my business.
There's a murder on the loose, and you're thinking about your business.
I have rights. You've no authority to storm in here like this.
And if we suspect you're hiding their killer, we'll throw you to the damned Voidwoken.
You see a man, well-fed and wealthy, but stress has lined his face and narrowed his waist. He tries to ignore your presence, fails.
See here. I'm very busy. The factory is crawling with magisters, and our shipments to Arks are held up. Time is money. Don't waste my money. What do you want? A murderer, or a sorcerer, or some other species of miscreant. Whichever it is, that's privileged information. I have a trade to protect. Do I? But you're right, you don't seem the type. The answer to your question is, unsurprisingly, a man in a house. A man in a house buys all the void-tainted fish I can...
That dark shadow crosses his face once more.
Not that I've ever met the man. Not sure I want to, if I'm honest. When you've been in business as long as I have, you learn not to question these things too... If any of you see so much as a rat's hair out of place, you tell the magisters. Then we can get them out, and you can get back to work.
What in the seven hells is a lizard doing here?
He glances up, recognizes you.
You're still here. Try not to... Much as a rat's hair out of place, you tell the magisters. Then we can get them out, and you can get back to work.
He glances up, recognizes you.
If I didn't ask you to leave before... If any of you... Then we can get them out and you can get back to work.
The Magister bristles. For a moment his hand twitches towards his sword, but he thinks...
I'm looking for someone fork-tongued. Grey cloak, grey beard, acting suspiciously. Perhaps you've seen him. Blast! Well, if you do see anything odd, report it immediately. There is a foul creature lurking in one of these shadows, and we will find it.
The Magister glares at you before spinning on his heel and stalking away.
Good. This town has enough problems. Tell me, have you seen a man around here? Grey beard, grey cloak. Damien, take it all. It's vital that you report anything on... He arrived in Driftwood some days ago, dressed as a tinkerer. He bought and sold a few knickknacks. As soon as he knew we were onto him, he ran. We think he's... Now, be on your way.
What? You be needing something from me, lass? Ain't much inclined to... Ain't no one been standing together since Lucian died. Ain't been no goodwill among your kind, or mine, or anyone else.
Glad to hear you say it. The day will come we'll overthrow 'em, you mark my words. Until then, fugitive. I don't think that's something I should be discussing with strangers.
Because I don't intend to end up with me lips stitched together, that's what... No, I shan't be baited. I ain't saying nothing on the topic no more. Gods be buggered fine.
The dwarf leans in and begins whispering.
This fella runs along right, sweating, panicking. Red's racing. Hide in a barrel, you fool, I yelled. And what do you know? Problem is, he's still in there. Been hours.
Still no sign. I'll fly.
Behind the containers, the fish in one of the barrels
Please, you have to help me. The Magisters have gone mad. I'm a salesman. I tinker. I fix things. I wonder. I buy. Please help me. I don't want to die. I don't want them to take me. I just need to get out of Driftwood. I can't risk, please. I'll do anything. Thank you. Bye, Lucian. I'll follow your lead. But please.
Then we can get them out, and you can get back.
You're going on the boat. You can stay there with the dirty lizard.
I couldn't be happier to be out of these. But where are we?
I'll yield none. I'm ready.
You won't take me.
I'll see you in the Rebecca.
last. I can breathe again. At last! I was sure I'd die in that wreck. You have my thanks. If not for you, I probably would have been found, gutted, and salted. I can't just saunter away. Who knows what might be lurking in a place like... But once I'm sure the way's clear, I'm running to Ox like a cat with its tail on fire. I'm done with this stinking town. I've been asking myself the same thing. I was just enjoying some stew in the tavern.
He hands you a damp scroll. In between the fish guts, it seems to give details.
Here, take it. That's the scroll that caused all this. I barely got out of there with my life. In the kitchens of the tavern, of all places. That cook, I thought she was an idiot selling it so cheap. Then again, I'm the dolt who ended up in a barrel. But if she... I swear, once I get to Ox, I'm going to have the bath of my life.
So, report. Did you find anything? If you see anything suspicious...
Dallas, you nasty woman. You can stay there with the dirty lizards and Joe's mum until you're cured.
You can figure this out.
I'm approaching the swamp. I must be.
Killed by sorcerers, a most vile a valiant warrior against the forest. Taken too early, all hope destroyed. The path thus ends, the conclusion of a noble bloodline. Who shall rise? Who gains the title?
I ever go to Arx, I'm staying away from this black house.
No rest till Milo's found. A valiant warrior against the void. It doesn't make sense. I'm missing something. The conclusion of a noble bloodline. Who shall rise? Who makes the title most divine? What with me? I'm just another useless elf. I might as well have rotted in the death fog. What's even the point? Paradise against all the odds. All this damn work and nothing to show for it. Might as well have rotted in the death fog. What's even the point? Killed by sorcerers, a most vile incident. A valiant warrior. I'm approaching this throne.
Taken too early! All hope destroyed!
Keep your eyes peeled. Ramos the Wanderer.
Pretty good, ain't he? Bet he...
Who gains the title?
That divine voice. That...
We wait. We wander and what? You have interrupted my newest masterpiece.
The bard clears his throat, as though to continue.
Wait a moment. You're the Losa? Be still, my wretched, wretched heart. The mystery... A fan, madam? Oh, no. It isn't that I enjoy your work. Please, would you let me compose a poem for you? A chord! Then the mornings are darkest, and my crown tolls the terrible knell. When the beard is my soul, and there's
He fixes you with a stare, looks you up and down, weighs you up, the cut of your cloak. Then a smile creases his face, a smile carefully constructed.
Greetings, stranger. Looking to ease the pain of a decaying world? You're in the right place. Beers are ordered at the bar, but can I interest you in a bold choice, on the face of it, unless you're looking for something...
He raises an eyebrow and gives you a sly look. He purses his lips. His fingers drum a pattern on his elbow as he assesses. A lascivious smile spreads across his face.
Let me ask you this. Across the world, who is renowned above all others for their exquisite lovemaking? And perhaps one day I'll get desperate enough to disabuse you. My friend, the very best lovers are, whisper it, lizards. And for a barely significant sum of... Well, this is what's available. Take it or leave it. And I suggest you take...
He holds out his hand. The money vanishes into it.
Now, let me ask you this. What flavour of stew do you prefer? Do you like the I admire your sense of adventure? Upstairs, my friend.
He gives you a mischievous grin, then dips his head in...
And my crown tolls the terrible knell. When the beard ate my soul, and there's tar in my wish I dwell. I look to the day I heard Losa many times sing. Because owning a head is a terrible thing. Owning a head is a terrible thing. Until a small country...
A prim woman in a starched apron wipes a glass with a clean rag. She pins you...
Blessings upon our Lucian, 7 times divine.
Her eyes soften and crinkle as she smiles.
I see your mother raised you very well indeed. You and my Niles would Fort Joy. Praises be, but that's where my boy Niles is stationed. He's the physician over... Yes, that's my boy. Did you know him? Finest physician in all of Reaper's Coast. Top of his class. May, but it's been too long since I've seen him. Too bad. Hey, and look at him now. A physician in the Divine Zone Order. Anyhow, what can I get you? We've only got amber ale, I'm afraid. Can't spare them. Coming right up, darling.
I'm telling you, if you can look into our mornings are darkest and my crown. Yeah. When the beard is my soul, and there's tar in my whisper might as well. I look to the day I heard closer many times.
Finally! Your colleague over there. I'll have a bowl of the house stew, if you please. Oh, pity. I've been trying to get a little something to eat all day. After all I've been through, too.
He lowers his gaze, then looks up at you expectantly. His lip trembles dramatically.
It's my mentor. My dear mentor. He was... No. Now here I sit, my closest companion gone, our precious cargo worth more than Lucian, and the waiter won't even bring me any stew. Ah, then perhaps my luck has changed. Yes, perhaps. Tell me, how are you in, well, Void Woken? Ah, terrific news. Then what I ask will be little more. My mentor, Liam, and I were hauling in a goodly number. We made short work of Liam, may the gods rest his soul. I managed to escape, but my precious cargo was left behind. We'd invested our entire livelihood in those wares. I'll do anything to get them back. Very, very well, that's how. That cargo is worth more than a pretty penny, and I'll owe its retrieval to you and you... Now, give me your map. I'll show you just where to look. I can't tell you how thoroughly you've made my...
I look to the day I heard closer than many tongues sing. Because owning a head is a terrible thing.
The cook acknowledges you with a small...
Please, madam, you should not...
The cook acknowledges you with a great...
I've spotted something.
And there's blood on it.
There's nothing here for you, sister. You should go back out front. There are other elves, ones who aren't working and have time to talk.
The briefest hint of
Some wouldn't see any luck here. Some would be ashamed to serve those who mock our own customs, who defy... Some would. Please, I must insist you keep out of my kitchens. It's not safe for you to wander.
She grabs the ring and glares at you, like a rattlesnake.
You should have just kept out of this.
She gives you a defiant look.
Magisters are a blight. They deserve worse than the death I gave them. I wouldn't taint the earth with their carcasses. Better that they vanish into unsuspecting stomachs.
The cook shakes her head ruefully.
You should have just forgotten about all of this.
Wait. There's something wrong with this.
Be glad you don't have to witness this sodden hell.
This again?
Be glad you don't have to witness this sodden hell.
When the beard
Hold it. Papa no, you no go.
He grins, unpleasant.
Loha didn't tell me to let any pretty lady in, so why should I? It's already mad as a bag of cats down there, and I've... You again? I told you to scram once. Don't make me say it with my fists. You can't buy my friend, but you can buy 10 seconds of me eyeballs examining the ground for, oh, let's say, a small fortune. You look like you'd be good for it.
He pockets the coin and gazes dramatically at the ground.
Hey, back away from the stair.
Telling you, if they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared of.
Yeah? You're good with the magicians
What would
caging
I
anyone
do
up that looks
without
at
you, Bruce?
Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I? Throw them in a hole for all I care. It's the greater good.
I don't think you know even a smaller good if it bit you on the arse.
What would I do without you, Bruce?
You've got enough in front of you.
Telling you, if they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared of.
Yeah? You're good with the magicians caging anyone up that looks at them funny.
Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I? Throw them in a hole for all I care. It's the greater good.
I don't think you know even a smaller good if it bit you on the arse.
spotted something.
Look at that. Good to meet you, Governor. What's your poison, then? A sip or a smoke? Take all the time you need. Pleasure doing business with you, Governor. Aye, so it is. But not just any. Further down's the arena, see? And the gladiators are... I give them that. You could say that my darling herbs. So, if you're interested, Governor, all you have to do is use your imagination. How can I make you bloom? No problem. In return for a reasonable donation, that is.
Effie digs all kinds of outlandish herbs from out of the depths of many pockets and mixes them.
Much obliged, Governor. And here's your blend.
My good lady, I see that you accompany no other than His Royal Majesty, the...
Of course she'll be so kind. Speak freely, kinsman.
Directions, milady. I was bid to send you to none other than Bramor. He was waiting for you here.
He looks around the hazy room with hasted eyes.
The House of Shadows stirs. The Honorable Bramor sensed them. A little ways east he went, in search of safety, to an encampment of paladins. You...
Indeed I am. We will follow your directions.
Prince of Princes, I am humble.
He bows deeply before the Red Prince, as reverently as one...
Hail. What a pretty young thing you are.
She draws close. You feel her breath on your neck, hot, moist.
Oh, yes. I have something that you want. But I only... Are you worthy of my gift? If you swam your way here, I might consider that a notable triumph. But honey, surely you've accomplished something of note. Love. I must consider your merits before I answer your questions. Why, I wouldn't tease you with a gift I could never offer. Indeed. This is acceptable. You have proven cleverness that has eluded Driftwood's well. Are you ready for me to grant you your greatest desire? I can't. Not yet. First, you must look into my ring and gaze into the gem.
She flashes her ring at you, and you stare at the luminescent stone at its center. You are floating on the horizon looms a dark silhouette. As you approach, a beam of light washes the shadow away, revealing to you...
I see you it is power you seek. I will fulfill this desire. A kiss. Most delicious. Meet me around the corner, and come alone.
Right good to see you again, Governor.
Dorothea sees you and heaves a shuddering sigh. She bites into her lower lip with enough force that a drop of blood...
Darling, I admit I wish we could share more carnal pleasures. Yet I think
You draw closer and close your eyes, yet her lips do not press against yours, and her hands do not caress your face. She is a woman no longer, but a were-spider. Her fang painlessly sinks into your neck. You still hear her words, though they sound muffled, as if filtered through a glass wall.
you desired power, and so it's yours. My venom seeps into every pore. We part ways now. I'll remember this moment. You've seen my true self. There's nothing more to know.
She kisses her forefinger, then presses it against your forehead.
Now go.
What do you want? Boss is busy. Good. Boss could use some... Listen up. Don't waste his time. These are explosives.
You really ticking me off, Marla.
Easy. Marla's one of us.
Not no more, she ain't.
Come on. You're You're one of us, ain't you? Tell us what happened.
Maybe I ought to take a finger or two. Don't you think, boss?
That ought to get her talking. Is that what you want, Marla?
Talk, you traitor.
We don't want to hurt you, Marla.
You really ticking me off, Marla.
Easy. Marla's one of us.
Not no more she ain't.
Come, Marla. You're one of us, ain't you? Tell us what happened.
Maybe I ought to take a finger or two. Don't you think, boss?
That ought to get her talking. Is that what you want, Marla?
Talk, you traitor.
We don't want to hurt you, Marla.
You really ticking me off, Marla.
Easy. Marla's one of us.
Not no more she ain't.
Come, Marla. You're one of us, ain't you? Tell us what happened.
I brought you up from girl to woman, Marla. Like you was...
He lifts his right arm, showing a white bandage beneath his ribs.
This ain't the thanks I expected. Who sent you?
The formidable dwarf slams his fist on the side table.
Enough! Do you know they killed Anna? Do ya? Start talking sense or I'll take that tongue right out of your mouth and fry it for supper. Bart, Cade, get her to talk or bleed her out. She ain't one of mine.
His sneer travels from the restrained dwarf to you.
And you. You better have a damn good reason for coming here.
We ain't
Brave lass, waltzing in here now. I hope for your sake you've got good news for me. She alive? I'm impressed. Magister who's it? You one of her little seekers? Chasing down Godwoken and begging them to save us all? That's so.
He leans back and narrows his eyes, looking...
You know, the order's been going on about Godwoken for an eon now. Voidwoken's still lurking. So if you are who you say you are, what's the point of you? Ah, I should have. And it just so happens I can help you. Depending on what you can do for me. I've got people to maintain. You help me, I help you. Simple as that.
He gestures towards the bandage across his...
Had a bit of family trouble lately. My girl Marla got it in her head to come. That ain't like Marla. Ain't like her to pull the silent treatment on. That guy's name is Mordus. Bit of a loner, but smart. I sent a few guys to go check on him, see if he knew what had got into Marla. I'd like a word with the guy. Glad you see it that way. No one's seen him in a good few. I've got some people checking out. Tell them I sent you, and they'll let you know what they've found. Truth is, they might be glad to see you. Reckon a sorcerer will have better luck finding one of their own. Well, like I said, Mordus is a special guy. A sorcerer, matter of fact. If there's something you want to find out from him, you might want to ask... Here, you can take this off my hands. More suited to your kind, really. Good luck. Better get out there before Mordus, all right? That's right. Lost one of my best lads, Anhar. Didn't get Jalia's body back, though. Maybe one of them beasts took her like they did the Source. We will, once the Reds turn down the alarm a bit. They're jumpy as all hell for the moment.
Won't do anyone any good to raise a ruckus. Well, I reckon that's good news. Poor thing. She'll be back in time. Slutty lad. Flapping his gums in the next life, too. That's another little venture of ours. Whatever needs doing. Isn't that obvious?
I almost feel bad for you. Almost.